as a society, men, women, young, old, it doesn't matter. We let what people think about us dictate a lot of our lives, and I'm completely guilty of it. Like, somebody can say, I could be on cloud 9, cloud 10, whatever, when you're really, really happy, I can be up there, and I usually am most of the time, and somebody can come along with a negative attitude and just like really ruin my day. And it actually just happened recently. I have a birthday coming up, and I wanted to do this really cool thing. I thought it was really cool for my birthday, since the majority of my friends and family are not near me. For my birthday, I wanted to send out an invite, which I did, and I spent like hours creating this banner because I just found this really cool like app or website called PicMonkey, and you can create your own pictures and banners, and it's so fun. But it was my first time last night, and I spent like 3 hours creating this the picture that I made for it. And then I wrote out this thing, and I'm like, hey you guys, I really want you to commit these random acts of kindness, and just whatever. It could be something small like holding open a door or saying bless you, if that's outside of your comfort zone, if that's not something you normally do. It didn't have to be anything big, but I was super stoked about it because I'm like, if all over, I have friends all over the place, and if, you're doing nice things there, it can change someone's day so much, like I'm sure it's happened to you, and somebody just does something and you're like, wow, and you want to pay it forward. Or even if you don't want to pay it forward, it just puts you in a better mood. It makes you feel better about humanity. Makes you feel better about yourself, when somebody gives you a compliment that you weren't expecting. So yeah, so I made the banner. I went through, you can only invite up to 500 people. I didn't know, because I don't know if I've ever even created an event before, but you can invite up to 500 people, and I have like thousands of people on my Facebook, and so this mattered to me, and so I went through my Facebook friends list and invited 500 people. I handpicked 500 people, and if I didn't invite you, or if you didn't get an invite from me, I'm sorry. I ran out of room, so please forgive me and just do it anyway. Don't let an invite stop you from doing a random act of kindness, and please share it with me on my Facebook. But so I went through hours. I was also 4 in the morning doing this because I got the idea at like 1, and when I get an idea, that's it. Like, I'm done. I have to do it right then. It can't wait. So yeah, and I woke up this morning, so I was up all night, and I'm so excited when I went to bed. I'm like, yeah, this is good. I'm feeling really good about myself. And then I wake up, and this negative Nancy is like, I can't go. Like, just like not even like nothing. Like, not that you owe me an explanation or anything like that, but just like, I can't do it. And in my mind, I'm like, you can't commit a random act of kindness. And granted, this person's going through something. And I get that. They're going through something right now. So immediately in my mind, I'm like, I'm just like, this is a month away almost. Are you still going to be going through something then? And what this person's going through is very tragic, and I'm praying for this person and their family. But I'm like, to me, it seems, it's just me though, when you're going through something hard, those are the times when you want more than ever to celebrate life, to appreciate what you have and what we're given every day and what we take for granted, and doing nice things on others and appreciating the life that we have. During those hard moments, that's when I feel more empowered to do that kind of stuff. But it's just me, and that's a lesson I learned. I'm getting off track, but we have to let go of expectations. I'll get back to that. But what I'm getting at is that one comment just ruined my whole day. And then there were like 5 or 6 other people that were like, can't go. And I'm just like, what? You can't even do one nice thing? So yeah, it got to me, and I went about my day, and I didn't even let the fact that 100 people were going, I didn't even know. That didn't faze me. What fazed me was these like 5 or 6 others, especially this one person that was just like, can't do it. And I went about my day, and I tried to move on, because I know what I'm supposed to do to get past it. I know, it's not about me, You know, it's not directed at me, it's them, and I know that people deal with things in different ways. I know everybody's not inclined to do random acts of kindness. I know, you know, what is exciting to me, my purpose is growth. My purpose is helping people and loving people and sharing joy. That's not everybody's purpose, you know, so they don't get excited about the same thing, and that's okay. That is okay. We are all here with different gifts to do different things in this world. That is okay, and I know it, but I still couldn't let it go. So I talked to a friend, and you know, she said the same thing pretty much, but you know, sometimes you just need to hear it for it to set in, and so I'm okay with it now. But what it gets to, you know, and what she helped me to see is once again, and this is the thing that I'm working on in 2016, is letting go of expectations. You know, I can't expect that just because I'm super stoked about something that everybody else is going to be excited about it. I can't expect that they're going to have the same reaction. I can't expect that they mourn in the same way that I do. I can't expect that hard times build them up to be stronger. You know, everybody deals with things differently, and that is okay. That's what makes us human, you know. And so yeah, it really got to me. But there's examples every day, you know, when we let just one person's negative thing, you know, ruin us. If they don't hold a door open for you, you know, it could be anything. You guys, you know, I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one. I know that I'm not. If you're being honest with yourself, you know that I'm not the only one too. So yeah, I get through that, you know, and I wanted, and that's just what I wanted to talk to you guys about is not letting, you know, you have to be authentic to who you are, you know. And yeah, that bummed me out for a minute, but that's not who I am. I'm not a sad person that, you know, sits around and mopes about things. That's just not who I am. So, you know, I decided in that moment, you know, you can let this keep bothering you, or you can be grateful for all the other people that want to take part in it, and you can be grateful for all the wonderful things you have in your life, and you can continue being you know, and blessing others with your gifts, because I was told, you know, it's selfish. It's really selfish. We're all given these amazing gifts, and if we're not using them, that's why we get those feelings, you know, inside, when we just feel like trapped. We feel like there's more, and we just like, that's how I get anyway. I don't know, maybe I'm like a gypsy soul, this like crazy rebel Aquarius person that has to, but you know, I have to be working towards my purpose, and if I'm not, my soul feels it, and it doesn't feel good, and I get trapped, and it just icky, and I get sad, and I'm no fun to be around. So I have to always be keeping my purpose, my why, in the forefront of my mind. And everybody's not on that, you know, wavelength. But that's what I want to encourage you guys. That's what this is for. I want to encourage you guys. You know, you have to be true to yourself. You have to figure out what it is that you love. And I'm not saying like quit work and go become a professional fisherman or golfer, or you know, start pursuing your modeling career at 42 years old. Hey, do it if you have the means to do that. But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying just stop everything right now and go do that. But what I am saying is that you can't keep denying what is in your soul, and you know what that is. It's that thing that won't go away. It's that desire, that want, that need for more that's always there. No matter how hard you try to push it away, put it on the back burner, it's always there, and you need to start feeding that. And if it's something as small as, you know, waking up early to meditate for 10 minutes, or, you know, taking a 15-minute walk after dinner, you know, to be out. For me, I love to be outside in nature. Or if it's, you know, reading a book, or talking, you know, building your bonds in your relationships. If that's what it is for you, then you have to do that. You have to. You have to live in your true self if you want to be truly fulfilled. And as human beings, and especially women and men who are raised by strong women, we're such people pleasers. We want to do what makes everybody else happy, and we're so willing to put our needs on the back burner or before anyone else's. You know, we'll please, you know, our children, our spouse, our friends, our in-laws, our parents, our grandparents, our neighbors, our coworkers. but we'll put ourselves on the back burner. We'll put our own needs on the back burner. And we can't do that. You have to fill up your cup first. And at least start making small efforts to do that a little bit. And don't let negativity get you down. And it's gonna hurt, because we're humans. We're fragile. We have feelings. But just keep in mind that everyone is not like you. Everybody doesn't have the same mentality as you. Everybody's not on the same wavelength as you. And as you begin to grow in yourself more and learn who you are more, you're going to see that you will outgrow people. And that is another thing. You know, that's scary when you've had the same people around you and you're comfortable with those people, just like being comfortable with a job that you're not happy with. You know, you don't want to let that go because that's your comfort zone. Even though it's not fulfilling you and you know in your heart that it's not fulfilling you, you stay there because it's certain. But let me tell you something. When you start to live in your true self, you're going to weed out those people who are not doing your soul good. You're gonna start to attract the people who are. And it might hurt a little bit, but it won't keep hurting. I promise you. I promise you, because your soul knows what it needs. And when you surround yourself with people who feed your soul rather than sucking the life out of you, the feeling is indescribable until you start to feel it for yourself. And so all that I can ask for you, and all that I did, and all that I have been doing is living for, I mean, I live for other people, obviously. If you know me, you know that I'm always trying to make other people happy. But I live for me first, you know, and I think making other people happy is what makes me happy. So that kind of works out for me. But it's about doing what you're purposed to do in your life. And you're meant to be there. It's not bad to be successful. You know, there's no shame in having success. There's no shame in creating abundance. There's no shame in doing something that isn't the norm. If it's what feeds your soul, is what you are meant to do. I promise you that. And there's no greater feeling than knowing that you're being true to yourself and you're living in that. And believe, I'm not saying I'm like this, you know, the Dalai Lama or Buddha, or like I've reached some level of you know, consciousness. It's not that. I make mistakes every day, but like I had to reach out to a friend today when that was really bothering me. But that's one thing I do know to be true. You have to live for yourself, and you have to let go of those expectations. You don't attach them. Don't attach expectations to anything that you do. You know what? If you have a mother and you want her to call you, you know, all you want is a relationship with her, and for years you try and try. I mean, pay her cell phone bill even, you know, in hopes that she'll call you once in a while. And she never does. You know, at some point, you have to realize you got to let go of that expectation. Because if you're calling and she's not answering and it's breaking your heart every time, all you're going to keep doing is breaking your heart. But if you don't expect her to answer the phone, then, you know, you call. And if she answers, that's amazing. If you don't have any expectations, then you know what? Okay, I called, she didn't answer, we'll talk later. So that's just what I want to share with you guys. It's been on my heart because it is a daily part of life, and it is important. And so yeah, if there's anything else you want me to talk about, if there's anything you want to hear, you know, I could go on for hours about living in your true purpose and finding out what your purpose is and feeding into, you know, your purpose and loving yourself. Those things are very important to me right now. Empowering others is very important to me. So if you want to hear something, or, you know, if you have questions, or if you want to talk to me, hit me up. Leave a comment below the video if I can figure out how to post it to YouTube. This is my first video ever. Yeah, just please let me know so I'll know what to talk about. And if you don't want to hear me talk anymore, then let me know that too, because I'm not going to stop talking, because this is what I'm supposed to do, but I will just go ahead and block and delete you. So I don't need that negativity in my life, and you don't need me in your life, obviously, if that's the case. So yeah, I love you guys, and I hope you have amazing weekends. And please let me know, like I said, if there's anything else you want to talk about. I love you guys.